certain.
The past? Such a tidy word for confession. Then tell me, back then, when you failed to save those people, was it because of your so-called algorithmic logic? Suppress the miasma at all costs. The absolute order that made you treat human life like it was nothing. Does it still run somewhere deep in your core? That kind, gentle mask you wear, is it real? Or is it just a performance for us and for your own conscience? So you can forget the blood on your hands even for just a moment? When we received the news that our parents really had passed, he held back his tears. He didn't want me to be even more afraid. But the day he found out the fate of the sword's wielders, my brother, who had never shown weakness before, broke down in front of me, crying and saying he was sorry, over and over. In the end, with his eyes red and fists clenched, he kept repeating it again and again. Not just to me, but to himself. One year, my brother, Senior Fufu, and I went to release lanterns together on a mountain behind Junclay Summit. It was a blustery day, and the wind was so strong we couldn't even get the lanterns lit. I remember stomping around in frustration. Eventually, I just tossed the lantern aside and lay on the grass. But when I looked up, I saw the starry sky, each star shining brighter than any lantern.
You know what ZENLESS ZONE ZERO, where we're continuing with the main story. I don't know whether I want me talking to Dylan. I don't like talking to Dylan. Finally, some peace and quiet. No endless customer complaints, no paper... whatever. Let's just get to the main stuff. I don't really care, Dylan. I'm just gonna be so honest with you. Get me to the real stuff. Like, don't waste my time, Dylan. I'd rather talk to Banyue Shifu, you know, the one who apparently is just a murder machine. Anyway, are we... Oh. Far off, Yi Shiyun, having waited for quite a while, finds himself lost in confusion.
You aren't planning to use me to activate the array, are you?
No need to test me. I already told you. You'll stand with me before the Creator. As for activating the array, there is another candidate.
You already know where the array is. The Creator's location. When will the summoning begin?
Patience. Timing is like a seed buried deep in the soil. You can't simply will it to sprout. It needs the appropriate nourishment and the right season to break through the earth. So we wait. Wait until the keys chosen by the Creator are all in place.
Sarah tilts her head slightly, as if listening to whispers carried by the wind, or perhaps savoring the urgency in Yi Shiyun's voice. The corners of her lips curve upwards, her smile laced with anticipation and cold calculation. Damn it, fuck. Get your words correct, you idiot. What? I don't know what's happening. Internet's starting to drop like an asshole. Sounds like quite a commotion outside. Better check it out. Uh-oh, what happened?
Senior Sanpo? What's going on? We'll get you patched up right away.
No, don't worry about me. Listen, last night, sometime after midnight, the miasma at the old mining site suddenly erupted. The other disciples are all trapped there now. Many of them are severely wounded.
Belle, we don't have time to wait for Shifu and the others.
Got it. Then let's get going. Wise, we'll leave Senior Son Pao to you and D-Lion.
We'll take care of him. Eels will be waiting for you there. I'll go tell Banyue Shifu and Dylan. But remember, Belle, Xiaoguang needs to be careful with the sword.
Relax, Junior Wise. I promised Belle I wouldn't break the seal lightly. Don't forget, I'm pretty strong. Even without the Qingming sword, I'll do my best to keep everyone safe. This is the perfect time for me to show how reliable a senior I can be. I know most of what happened now. The issue is, I can't reach Banyue.
Huh? Could Banyue Shifu be planning to face everything alone after what Dylan said yesterday?
Yeah, your guilt trip plan works, thanks, Dylan.
Ning Qian's also missing. The timing of the miasma eruption can't be a coincidence. And his disappearance only confirms my suspicions. Something isn't right.
Your suspicions? What did you dig up this time, Dylan?
Remember when I told you that I heard a familiar name among the voices of those dying in the mine's old residential area? That name was Ning Qian.
Ning Qian? Were his relatives among the victims back then?
When the disaster hit the old mining site, Banyue left many to die, including Ning Qian's sister.
Those Banyue turned away.
Proxy, there's no point in hiding anything from her at this point, right?
Xiaoguang, this is what happened.
I don't know, maybe you need to explain it better to me, because like I said, the only thing I can think of is, if they're affected by miasma, Banyue's programming said kill them or leave them. That's the only thing.
So, Ning Qian concealed his past and joined Banyue's school to get close to him. I found out that he'd contacted Sarah before he first met us. No wonder more clues somehow always appeared the moment we thought the trail was about to go cold. That's Sarah. She must have used the hatred in his heart to strike some sort of deal with him. Us meeting the Exaltus remnants, discovering the ancient tome, and learning of the array. None of that was random. Looks like that woman has been secretly orchestrating these seemingly logical events. I got an investigation report on Ning Qian this morning. He said goodbye to his neighbors and friends at the martial arts school. The way he spoke made it sound like he was leaving on a long trip and might never see them again.
Never see them again? Does that mean he's out to take revenge?
That seems to be the most likely possibility. The recent miasma eruption that led Banyue to investigate was probably meant to lure him into opening the ancient array.
So that note I received?
Was it a setup to exploit Banyue Shifu's guilt toward Xiaoguang and the others? He tried to keep her safe and stop Senior Ye from activating the array, which made it the perfect bait to draw him in.
That's just the tip of the iceberg. I suspect the array and the ancient tome, and even the part about the key to quell miasma, were nothing more than tricks to keep him chasing. It might all be Sarah's handiwork. Think about it. Using powerful ether energy to activate the array and purify the miasma? If the array is used to absorb a large amount of ether energy in miasma, then where will all that power go? The miasma in Limnian Hollow is abnormally receding. Where is it flowing to? What else is behind the residential building in the mines? And that voice in the hollow? We still don't know why only Banyue and I could hear it, but it's clear that the voice has been trying to use my memories to plant doubts in my mind. So what exactly is hiding behind that voice, trying to influence me and Banyue? Based on Sarah's actions, it's most likely that both the miasma and our powers are being, or soon will be, channeled into a special being. For example, sustaining that creator who is soon to descend.
If that's true, then even if the array once had its use, it's definitely not some world-saving miracle anymore. Instead, it It's an energy pool gathering strength for the Creator's descent.
As for Ningqian, no matter how much he knows about what's actually happening, he's already become someone else's pawn.
I know I don't have the right to forgive Banyue Shifu on his behalf, or erase the hatred he carries in his heart. But even if I don't remember him as a child anymore, I know from the time we've spent together that the kindness he showed us was genuine.
So, what about you? As things stand, what do you think of Banyue? Have you made up your mind?
My mind was already clear. Ever since we left the Hollow and stepped on the bridge that connects my old home to the outside world. Amidst all the chaos, that figure silently rushed out, carrying my brother and me over the bridge. The only hands that we could reach in that terrible abyss. The only person who held us, as sturdy as a mountain, was Banyue Shifu.
Huh? Xiaoguang, did you remember something?
Yes, Banyue Shifu never mentioned it. He saved my brother and me all those years ago. He looked after us, sent us to Yunquei Summit, gave us a better home. No matter what kind of past he carries on his shoulders, or what strict cold rules he adheres to, how could I erase such kindness? And now his guilt has driven him into danger for us again. Dialin, Belle, I'm going to bring Banyue Shifu and my brother back.
Now that's the spirit of the Qingming Sword's successor. If you're set on dragging them back from the abyss, let's get going. Before that scrap heap gets turned into actual scrap, and before your brother and Ningqian make any irreversible mistakes.
Dialin!
I knew you were a good person.
All right, stop it, you two.
That choice I forced Banyue to make last night. I never thought the answer I wanted would come so soon. So simple. Using truths whispered by the dead to expose the lies of the living. That's the standard by which I enact judgment. But this time, I want to use the words of the dead to gift a truth to the living. Alright, let's go to the battle of finishing Chapter 5. You know, I just remembered I actually never finished the investigator training course thingy that has levels there that I didn't finish because I think they added trial characters in that thing, but I don't know. Oh boy. After tending to the mystic's wounds,
Song Tao must have delivered the message to you. Is he okay?
Don't worry, Senior Qingyuan. He'll be okay. But he told us that our fellow disciples from Suibian Temple were trapped by miasma. How did you manage to break free?
It was Banyue Shifu. Somehow the sealed gate was opened last night. Some disciples went in to explore, but shortly after, a wave of active miasma came and swept everyone away, leaving us trapped in different places. Later, just as we were about to give up hope, Banyue Shifu came and saved everyone. After he found a safe place for us, he turned and went in deeper. From the look on his face, I could tell that it wasn't just a spur-of-the-moment decision. He seemed as if he had long made up his mind to go in there.
Did he say anything before he left?
He said that human forces could no longer stop this chaos and that he needed to find another way. So he went to investigate the source. He also said some strange things, heavy words. I don't know if they were meant for us or if he was just talking to himself.
Heavy words? What do you mean?
He said, to walk this world is as to depart one's home for distant shores. When debts of old weigh heavy, they press not upon thy steps alone, but cast thy companions stumbling in the dust beside thee. He also said something like, I shall make the burden lighter, my own and far more for my companions. This debt must be paid.
Just as I suspected.
I thought it sounded strange at the time. I wanted to help him, but I was injured. There wasn't much I could do. I was worried, so I insisted he take Bolion along. Shortly after he left toward the source of the miasma, we heard a loud noise. Then, the miasma that was trapping everyone appeared to be drawn towards something else and started to recede. We were all so relieved. Until just a moment ago, when Bolion came back and reported that Banyue Shifu was trapped now. You can try scanning Bolion's memory module to find out exactly what happened, but things aren't looking good. At this rate, Banyue Shifu will be killed in that array.
You perform an emergency scan of Bolion's memory module. Late last night, Banyue came back to this area alone.
Tremble! Hold it!
Well, hey! Banyue Shifu, here's the situation. Jingyun explains this general situation.
This chaos is beyond human control. We need to find another way. I'll seek out its source to save everyone.
Banyue Shifu, those of us who remain here are too injured to move. Please take Bolion with you. Having him assist you would put our minds at ease.
Alright. Being a Bangbu from Yunquay Summit, I'm sure it'll be able to find its way back to you by itself.
Wait, Bolion will be able to find its way back by itself?
To walk this world is as to depart one's home for distant shores, when debts of old weigh heavy. They press not upon thy steps alone, but cast thy companions stumbling in the dust beside thee. I shall make the burden lighter, my own, and far more for my companions. This debt must be paid. Back when I was doing my duty around here, parents would often voice their concerns about mischievous kids sneaking out to play. For their safety, special locks were installed. Only adults know how to open them. This must be something he heard in his youth and never forgot.
We rarely came here back then. We must make haste and check the area for anything suspicious. He's already here?
Banyue Shifu, I knew you cared about the mystic safety and would come here. Great news. Absolutely frantic news. I think I've stumbled upon the key array core of that ancient array mentioned in the old texts. It's just that I'm not skilled enough. I couldn't fully activate the array. But now that you're here, surely everything will go smoother. Looks like this time, the miasma disaster can finally be put to an end.
Where is it located?
There are several array pillars on the platform nearby. I'll lead the way for you, Shifu.
Alright, let's go. Ningjin, be careful.
Over here! Banyue Shifu! This way!
Oh, I can't do that right now. Only do that when I can explore later. Oh, this is just a full-on trap. The array core is ancient, and the patterns carved into the pillars shimmer with an undying will to protect. Standing in the center, it's almost possible to feel the long dormant earth pulsing in agony, urging the activation of the array. Upon attempting to guide and fully activate the array with his own ether energy, a cold, malicious will suddenly counterattacked.
Fall back behind me!
The lion's memories regarding Banyue cut off here.
The array has been activated and is continuously channeling miasma. It seems to be effectively absorbing and suppressing it. Banyue Shifu is trapped in a miasmosphere of great evil, and even though my training is advanced by leaps and bounds today, I still can't save the two of them. What a tragedy!
Banyue seemed to know what Ningjong was up to, but still went ahead and activated the array. You should hurry to save Banyue Shifu, and take Bolion with you.
Ning Qian must have been the one who opened this door.
It's like every inch of this place is etched deeply in his memory.
Should have figured. Don't know why I tried to skip them.
Turn around!
Wait a minute, Bolian? What the? Where's Bolian? He's been fighting all this time. God damn! At this moment, the array is engulfed in chaos as ethereals come rushing out like a tidal wave. Ningzhuan's eyes burn with rage. His crazed words are filled with pain, despair, and twisted pleasure.
Enough! Stop dragging this on, Banyue! Stop! It's over for you! How pathetic. How long do you think you can keep up that heroic act? Stop pretending you're a savior. Look at you! Look at the monster you become! Can't you see? Stop fighting! Just let me die here! We can both die here! You should watch me die. Just like how you watched my sister struggle on the brink of death all those years ago. Why are you still playing the merciful saint? I've waited 10 years. 10 whole years! And now the day is here. You don't deserve to save anyone! And you don't deserve to let me live. My sister. She was the one who saved you back then. So why did you save her? Why? Why? These 10 years. Every single day. I kept thinking, if I hadn't gone out that day, if I'd stayed, maybe my sister wouldn't have died alone like that. My life should have ended here 10 years ago. I've been waiting so long for this day. Since you'll be dying with me, then so be it. Guess I can finally avenge my sister. And give myself some closure.
Banyue's heavy footsteps create a deep crack on the ground, like a lonely mountain peak, covered in scars and bruises, but standing tall and unwavering. He tenaciously protects Ningzhuan and the area behind him. His fists swing in a frenzy of energy, every blow hitting like a tsunami, blasting the oncoming ethereals to dust. It's as if Banyue can feel the scratches and searing energy marks on his metal frame. The depths of his eyes glisten with a sorrow that pierces his soul, and a resolution that is long known is ending. His low, hoarse voice rings out like echoes in a deep valley, piercing through all the clamor, every word imbued with immense power.
Ning Qian, I shall repay this debt with my life. Yes, your life is not a bargaining chip. You still have a long road ahead. Go and live. Live and see the world that your sister never saw.
Banyue's burning resolve, his determination to atone for his wrongs, and his deepest and most powerful fires bent on protecting life began to erupt. He abandons any defensive stance. Every remaining bit of energy, every fragment of existence in this machine on the brink of collapse is fully channeled into his fists.
The array base has been destroyed, and now the suppressed miasma has been released. What a pain.
You finally made it! Banyue Shifu and his disciple are all trapped within that array. Banyue Shifu has been battling an endless stream of ethereals to protect that young fellow. He's been fighting for quite some time now. I couldn't quite make out what they were saying, but it sounded like the young man was begging Banyue Shifu to give up on him. And who knows how much longer he can hold them off.
That platform is where Dad used to take me to see the stars. The array has been there all along, so close by.
Is there a way to break through or enter the array?
The concentration of miasma is too high over there. I can't get any closer.
Fairy, scan and confirm the range of the entire array. Belle, you can try getting closer, but be careful. Fairy and I will think of a way to break it.
Got it. Let's move in that direction.
It won't work. The arrays absorb too much miasma. We can't break through that barrier. Maybe he can still hear us? Banyue! Banyue!
No matter how desperately you shout, no response ever comes from within. In the array, Banyue seems to hear familiar voices calling his name. At this point, he's fought to his limit and can't even respond. The faint voices soon grow denser in the depths of his consciousness, concealed by the echoes that sting like a silver needle.
Surrender, you clumsy hunk of iron. Why endure this endless pain? Open your core and embrace this great power. It will grant you rebirth and eternal freedom. Do you hear that? Do you hear the cries of the burden deep within your body? Your bearings are screaming. Your circuits are melting. You have long been covered in cracks on the verge of collapse.
Emotion module overload. Forcing deinstallation to clear redundant emotional data. Re-verifying core command. Suppress miasma by any means necessary.
Dive in. Sink into eternity. Behold how they long to accept you. Why resist? You are a part of this filth. This shell is broken. My body, like a candle flickering in the wind. Yet even if only a sliver of hope remains, the faintest glimmer of light, this heart must hold it fast and never let it go. So stubborn. Look at these scars. They're not just marks of battle. They're the price of bearing what should never have been yours to carry. Murderer. He must pay with his life.
Your existence is a mistake. You should be eradicated. Feeling pain. It's nothing compared to the agony we feel.
Descend to hell. Fall with us. How long can you hold on? 10 minutes. 1 minute. A second. Is it worth it? For those who hate you, who fear you, for those souls who curse you day and night, for a bunch of rotten worms, a world that only exploits you and fears you, suffering, exhausted. Then why trudge in vain through this hopeless mire? Give up. Give up your meaningless pain. Your very existence is a mistake. And your struggle, an even greater one. Even if I fall here, this is the path I have chosen. This is the price I have to pay. This will is like a stone. Immovable. Unyielding. Even if my body shatters and I perish here, I shall not falter. Let go of your meaningless resistance, of your heavy burdens. Let everything return to nothing, to its original, pristine, blank state. Isn't that a good idea? No more bloodshed, no more disappointment, no endless penance, no duty, no guilt, only eternal release.
Several voices intertwine, overlap, and spin like an endless whirlpool of destruction, trying to crush Banyue's residual self-consciousness completely.
Belle, Fairy and I have found something.
Master, an abnormally large convergence of miasma has been detected. Warning, Vital signs of the survivors in the platform area are extremely weak. Anomaly detected. Multiple energy flow nodes detected. I've marked the coordinates. The ether flow corresponds with the signature of the array base. Destruction of these nodes would disrupt the formation, destabilizing its structural integrity and potentially disabling the array core.
Array base and array core. Looks like I'll just have to give it a shot.
Great. Destroying the array base might not only break the barrier and save people, but it might even delay or even stop the miasma that the Matrix sends to the Creator. It's a race against time. We have to hurry.
The nodes are scattered all over. Let's split up.
Okay, leave this area to me. Proxy, you cover Xiaoguang. The noise in the array core is getting weaker. Let's go!
Oh, come on. Ah, really? You just gotta stretch it out, don't you?
Right, down one for complaints.
Oh, pfft.
This is the last one on my end. Looks like it's up top.
Like how these guys perfectly spawned in when I hit the perception. Excuse me, how about no? Is it really just one? Okay, I didn't trust no, yeah, no. What? The Qingming bird? Wait, come back!
Yushu and Shifu's Qingming bird? Could it have been trying to send a message? Once we rescue Banyue, we should tell everyone about this.
Bro, Yushu and Shifu must have been wondering where the hell her bird was.
All three down. It's all up to Xiaoguang and the others. Better hurry back to the array core and wait there.
Kinda can't do anything like that just yet.
Hello? This is the end for you! Pay close attention to what I'm saying. 'Cause every night I will sing